and teachable and willing and ready. 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 Read why? To get ready. Some of us are willing. Some of us are open. Some of us are available and teachable, but we just ain't ready. And you can't move until you're ready on all levels of your being. You see, I used to sew. I was a seamstress and I made clothes. And part of the clothing making was you had to have a pattern. And you would take that pattern, it would be all of these little pieces that would come to make this one garment, yeah? And you had to take that pattern and you had to lay it out. God's way sometimes is to lay our life out flat. That means that everything surrounding it has to be cleared away and moved away so that the pattern can be smoothed out and flat. And then you lay the pattern on the fabric. God does that. God has put a pattern on our soul, a pattern of perfection, a pattern of success, a pattern of joy, of peace, of love, of wisdom, and He just has to smooth things out the way. And then when that pattern is laid down, then you know what you have to do? You have to cut away the excess around the edges. And see, that's the part we don't like. Sometimes we ain't ready to give up the excess. You know, excess is good. Yum, yum, you know. Oh yeah, who wants the cake without the icing? Oh yeah, no. But God has to cut away the excess and cut it close to the edge so that you get a little pinch every now and then. When that scissor touches your skin. When the things that you hold real near and dear and close, when God takes the holy scissors and starts whacking them away, oh, you get to learn real clear whether or not you're ready. Because that sometimes when the way takes us deep into our own pain, we realize we ain't ready. We're ready to work hard, but we're not ready to do the hard work. There's a distinction. Because some of us work hard just to prove to other people that we can do it. We want to look busy in the world. Oh, I'm working hard. I'm working on my spirituality. I'm praying and I'm meditating at home. But when it comes to doing the hard work, of cutting close to the things that matter to you, of cutting close to the things that you hold near and dear, when it comes to really demonstrating how willing you are to have God's perfect pattern play out in your life, when it comes to really looking at who you are and your willingness to be humbled in public, to be the truth of who you are all the time, not just with your lover, but at work, with your mama, with your children, with your daddy. Be who you are and cut away all of the excess. That's when we learn just how ready we really not. Because sometimes when it gets uncomfortable, we change the way. And we start looking at what's wrong with you. And who are you to tell me? And look at your marriage. And look at your hair. Look at the size of your butt. And who are you to tell me? You got specks in your eyes, but remember you got a log in your own. And the way is to burn the log. To let the log burn, a slow burn. I like them slow burning logs. I don't like them overnight healing processes. That don't work for me. Because I'm scared you might leave something in the corners. And I want the corners cleaned out. Laura was saying to me this morning, you know, if you leave a dust bunny in the corner too long, you come back and now it's a dust bunny community. Because dust bunnies, they multiply quickly, don't they? I don't want no fast healing. I want a slow preparation and a slow healing. and the slow cutting away and the slow coming together. I'm willing and accessible and available for this thing to take as long as it needs to take for me to come up to the high place that God is calling me. Because you see, it's one thing to fall off the bottom step. It's another thing to fall from the roof. And I want a slow process so that when I'm standing at the top, you understand, I'm not worried about falling. I'm knowing how to fly. It's not fast. And it's not easy. And it's not about you minding other people's business. Stay in your car, in your lane, on your road, in your world. Don't be giving signals to the drivers next to you, behind you, across the road, telling them, look how they drive. Look how they drive. Look how you drive. Because you're watching them, how you drive. The way is straight. The way is narrow. The way is already predestined by God. Not your way, but the way. Because each of us is unique. And each of us is going to get to our destination, our healing, our perfection, our learning, our growing, our loving, the way we need to. And it doesn't have anything to do with anybody else. There'll be some on the road with you who'll start with you at the beginning and be there when you end. And there's some who just stopping by. They're like a drive-by. They just going to do a drive-by, get a little something to nibble on and go on. Don't let them nibble on essential parts of your being. Just give them a finger or something. We let drive-by people come in and nibble on our heart and nibble on our brain, and then they go and we crazy. You got to know how to identify a drive-by. Is this person humble? Is this person accessible? Are they available? Are they teachable? Or are they with the log in their eye pointing out the speck in mine? You better know how to identify a drive-by. If not, you might get run over. The way is straight and narrow. And my Pentecostal preacher up under my skirt, she says, ask the way. Don't act like you know it. Ask. I ask daily. Daily. And sometimes I'm so human until I ask 2 and 3 times a day. Just like I got to eat 3 times a day, I got to be in touch with God twice as often because I'm human. And I'm subject to lose my right mind at any given moment. With only the slightest provocation, I can be out of my mind. It's true. And I never know what can do it, a TV commercial. Some song I hear on the radio. I could be having a perfectly wonderful day and they play Luther and I'm on the side of the road losing my mind.